Yep. So we got Errol, Spence, Mikey, Garcia. This one is I'm excited about this fight.
Look, Garcia, start with Spence. You can make the argument too big, too relentless, too strong, too good a body puncher. He's a full-fledged welterweight, big welterweight. He's a truck. He's a load. And he knows how to fight. You know, Spence. I mean, he's an Olympian. That means he had 200, 250, 150 fights, whatever the hell. He's got that pedigree. He knows how to fight. He can counter. He can go get you, you know, everything, whatever, box a little bit. So that's the first thought. Mikey Garcia moving up from junior welterweight with a full-fledged, big, strong welterweight who can fight. Figure it's maybe a bad match for Garcia.
Yeah.
And you could go down that road. You could also go down this road. Garcia comes from a fighting family. He's undefeated. He's a champion. His brother was a champion. His brother's Robert, his trainer. And he comes, it's in his blood. He was born to be a fighter, to be a champion. That's what they talk to at dinner table. They didn't talk about mountain lions, you know, which would be a hell of a topic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, you know, he comes from a championship family, sort of boxing family. So it's been in his DNA. It's been in his destiny, in his future to be a champion. Those guys don't get beat so easy.
No.
And he's undefeated. He took a layoff a couple of years ago. He had that long layoff with promotional management, promotional problems. I don't know if you remember that, but he took a layoff. He used to use his legs more. I used to say he had the second best legs in boxing behind Lomachenko. He used to use his legs a little more. He don't use them quite as much. Now he sits down a little bit more, and he's a laser puncher. He's a surgeon. He doesn't waste anything. You know, our grandmothers would love him. You know, he didn't leave nothing on the table. You know what I mean? You got to eat that. You got to eat that. Can't waste that. Somebody's starving somewhere.
Yep.
You got to eat that. So he don't waste nothing, Mikey Garcia. He throws it if he thinks he's in position. He's always balanced, always in position. He don't throw unless he thinks he can land. So you need laser punches. You need that temperament and that skill set against a guy as relentless and ferocious as Spence. Because if you get sloppy, something too fat or too many, you'll be there hanging out too long.
Yeah.
And they'll catch you. So you got to be a laser guy. You got to be a laser guy. Bah, get out, you know. But he's going to need those old legs, I think. He's going to need those old legs if he can call them back. Mm-hmm. If he can, I don't know who you call for that. Hello, is this 1-800 legs? I need you guys. What's the date of that fight?
March 16th.
I need you guys March 16th. If you could be delivered to, where's the fight?
That fight, I'm not sure. We'll have to check our producer.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know later. We'll call you up. We'll let you know. There's a thing called the internet. We
need you in Vegas.
We'll get involved with that, but it's out west somewhere. He needs his legs. Because of those things, those two things I said, the description of obviously Spence and what I just said about Garcia, it makes it interesting. Even though at first blush you say he's outgunned Garcia because of the weight, because of this, you know, the size, just what I said, the relentless attack of Spence with a smaller guy. But all the other things I just said about Garcia, you can't count a guy like that out. Cannot count a guy, what is he, like a 3-1 underdog, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? You can't count a guy like that out. So you know what? It'll be interesting. The early part of the fight will determine a lot. Can Spence get into his body? You know, can he get close? If he can get close, he's got a good chance to win. Obviously, to maybe dominate.
So I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people like to bet on the fights.
Yeah, no, I heard about that. I heard, yeah.
So we need to keep you honest here. So with the Sean Porter Ugas fight, who do you like?
Well, Porter, I'm sure is going to be the favorite, but I think it's a good. You know, I'm going to sound like a real one of these real handicappers from Vegas.
Keep track of this.
I'm going to sound like one. I think it's a real good value play to think about Ugas there if you can get the right line.
All right.
That sounds Vegas-like, right?
I need to get more specific. So you think Porter, assuming the line, hypothetically, an even line, you're taking Porter? And by decision?
No, I'm saying I give, if you like underdogs and you like value for your play, you might get a value on Ugas. Or at the end of the day, you might have Ungats. Because that's what comes with gambling sometimes.
And what do you like in the Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia fight?
Keep track of this. Yeah, I'd have to go with Spence, but at the end of the day, if you can get 3-1 odds on Garcia with everything I just described, with his lineage, his DNA, comes from a family of fighters. He's a champion in his own right. He's undefeated. He throws laser punches. He's not going to waste anything, so he's not going to get caught up in a firestorm with Spence. So he has some of the tools you need to have a chance against that guy. Again, is he too small? Maybe. But if you like the value play that you're going to get, and you're going to get a good value play there, you might get 3-1. Maybe it's worth, a couple trinkets to take a shot at Garcia. At the end of the day, like I said, the guy I expect to have his hand raised is the bigger man. So